everyone, and welcome back. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Chris Ellis, and here we talk about all things related to guitar. And today I want to talk about something that has been pretty popular lately, and that is the Notadumble pedal by JHS. In case you're not familiar with this, JHS has released the Nota series, and they've done Notaclon and now the Notadumble. What happened was somehow the wrong circuit got put into the clean side of this pedal, and it's not what Josh at JHS intended on making. So the V1s are completely sold out, and I was lucky enough to be able to get one before they completely sold out on Friday, May 23rd. So today we're going to go over how it was put together, a couple issues that I ran into while assembling it, how this thing sounds with a couple different guitars, and why this is the first JHS pedal I've ever purchased, and only did so because of a mistake. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let's go put this thing together. Alright, so we are opening the box. Plenty of padding in there. Very cool box design and layout. Love the interior here. We got our instructions. We got some other information. Sticker for the back. Some small parts. We got the goop. And we got two dum-dums. Did anybody else get dum-dums? Am I a secret winner of something? Let me know. All of our knobs, printed circuit boards, and the enclosure. So first things first, let's review the instructions. Taking the printed circuit boards out of the packaging. I thought they were supposed to come together. Maybe they fell apart in transit. Bending these was very awkward for me just because I've never done that before, but they came off fairly simple, so just be careful. And here's a cool thank you to Mr. Mayer for lending JHS these pedals. Alright, so here's our enclosure. I'm going to set those aside for now. Get all the little parts out of the bags that we need. So here I am trying to fit the printed circuit board into the enclosure. As you can see, I'm having a bit of difficulty. So as Josh mentioned, it takes some wiggling around, but one thing you got to pay attention to is the LED lights. Mine were a little askew, so it would not fit in well, and straightening them out proved that it fits in perfectly. So keep an eye out for that. Now we're going to put our washers on, tighten them down with the tools that are provided, which is extremely cool and convenient. You really don't need much for this circuit board build. And here we are installing the ribbon that just pops nicely into place. Make sure that you are fully engaged while doing that. So now we're going to get in the knobs, and I didn't think my head was going to get in the way of this, but here we are. Ended up getting an extra knob and an extra screw. So if anyone's missing one, I probably have yours. That's pretty much it. We're going to put these away for some safekeeping. So here we go. I have this put together now. Very, very simple. They made it really easy to put together. A couple things like I mentioned, you got to make sure that the LED lights are straight up and down. Otherwise that is what can get caught. So this thing won't push forward perfectly. That's the trouble that I ran into anyway. Everything else was fairly simple, and as long as you just don't over tighten or do anything other than what the directions say, you're going to be fine. So honestly, and maybe everyone else is on the same page, but I think the clean channel, the BBC One, is really where the value lies in this pedal. I've had countless overdrives throughout the years that all do this sound, and this sounds fantastic. I love it. But a lot of pedals have that nice compressed, smooth overdrive sound, and I wasn't blown away like this is anything new. So this isn't anything that I haven't heard before, but this clean channel is really something that really brings your amp alive and adds some real nice top end to it, and pairing that with other overdrives or boost in your chain is really going to make this thing sing. And I know that a lot of people were upset that this wasn't a foot switchable control, but honestly, I don't know if you'd want to use both of them together at the same time or go back and forth. It's like heavy overdrive, and then you can still get some clean breakup with this side. So after going back and forth and messing around with it a bit, we'll hear some more clips here in a second, but I think this is really where the value lies and my favorite part of the whole pedal, and it wasn't even meant to be in it. So it's a very genuine statement to Josh and everyone that works at JHS. I want to thank all of you for giving us something that essentially we've never really heard before. We're going to start off with my 335. We're going into my Fender 65 non-reverb deluxe. We have a bit of delay from Deep Blue Delay by Mad Professor. We're going to start out on the overdrive channel, everything at noon, neck pickup. Here is our bass tone. Very warm, very dark sounding. A lot of these styles of overdrive, the Dumble style, I feel tend to be very dark, so it's always good to adjust your amp or your pedal settings to kind of brighten it up a bit. Perfect for a bridge pickup that's a little too bright, you want to tame down, so let's flip to that. Immediately, that brings a whole new life into this pedal. Way more gain than I like to use, but it sounds phenomenal. So let's move over to the clean side. Same settings, everything around noon. nowhere near as aggressive as the overdrive channel, but you still get a little bit of breakup, which is what I prefer, and I think that's what makes this part of the pedal stand out, is that there's nothing really like that elsewhere other than a clean boost style circuit. And this being based after a Dumble product, it kind of falls in a category of like we've never really seen it before. So it's my favorite. Let's check out the output, mess around with some settings. Here, raising the output gives you a little bit more of an overdrive sound. Let's hear what it sounds like, everything up. Now let's hear how this thing sounds with some single coils. I'm using my LSL T-Bone. Everything at noon. So before we take off here and enjoy the rest of our day, night, whenever you're watching this, I just want to talk about why this was the first JHS pedal that I decided to purchase, and it was all because of a mistake. Basically, when Josh came out with the statement that this pedal is not what he intended to make, therefore admitting to everybody the very nitty-gritty details of what happened to it, to me that showed a very strong moral character. And those are the types of people that I like to support. I like to surround myself with those types of people in my life. And that just spoke to me. So when I found out that they were going to do one more day and everyone was going to be sold, I waited till 4 p.m. and was lucky enough to get one in my cart, bring it home, and I'm not regretting it. This is a fantastic pedal. I will definitely be using this clean channel on a lot of recordings and maybe even some live gigs. But just want to say thank you again for making such a great product. And yeah, I can't wait to see what comes out in the future. So let me know your thoughts. Did you get one? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys real soon. Thanks.